can't wait to get into this bad boy right here, okay? Hey, this is not a cut crease, okay? The cut crease queen is not cutting it up this week, okay? We're switching it up a little bit, but we're still going to get into the mirror message. We're still going to talk about what's really good, so let's get into the video. This is what the palette looks like. There are 13 shades. Well, you can see them. And even this brush, guys, this brush. And it's like little hearts in it. I'm trying not to blind you all. She does have her signature across. I mean, the possibilities I felt were just so endless. So let's get into it. I'm going to begin by going in with my Morphe M576. And I'm going to go into Georgia Peach. I'm going to rock this into my crease, and I'm going to come up just a little bit so that this can be my first transition color. And I'm just going to build this up to the level of intensity that I desire. I'm going to go into V-Day right here, and I'm going to use this E28 just to deepen things up. And I'm going to begin by working on my outer V and or outer corner. I'm going to dab this on. And I'm going to dab it on and I'm going to work it into my inner corner at the same time. And while I am doing that, let's get into this mirror message, okay? So today's mirror message is just a reminder that everyone is not going to like you, and that's okay. It is impossible for everybody to like you. Listen, let me explain something to you. If Beyonce has haters, you're going to have a hater too. You're going to have someone that does not like you. You don't have to agree with their reason. You don't even have to understand their reason. All you have to understand is, as long as you love yourself, none of that matters. As long as you are comfortable in the skin of which you are in, none of that matters. It's a non-factor. Point blank in the period. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go back in with the M576 and I'm going to dip into Georgia Peach just a little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm going to go ahead and begin blending out this harsh line because we like smoky. We don't do harsh lines around here, okay, boo-boo? That's the no-go. So I had to adjust some lighting because what was going on was just not working for me. So now I'm going to go in with the Morphe JH37 and I am going to go into, let's go into brown skin. So I'm going to start with the outer corner over here. I'm going to keep it relatively low. Now I'm going to try to angle the brush so that I hit the inner corner of my eye. And I am going to bring that all the way across. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe JH34. I'm going to go back and forth with windshield wiper motions. It's going to keep it in the crease nice and tight just the way I want it, but it's also going to blend everything out as well. And then I would go in with the M576 and I'm going to pick up a little bit, just a dab, if you can see, just a dab of Georgia Peach, and this little harsh line that I've created over here, I'm just going to go back and forth with a really light hand. I'm going to blend this out. And then I'm just going to make sure it's nice and blended all the way from the inner corner up. Okay, and so now I'm going to go back in with the JH37 and I'm going to go into Night, which is this color right here. I'm going to build this up very slow. I'm going to swivel around just a little bit, tap off the excess. I'm going to keep this very low, and I also want to keep it towards the outer V really and truly. I'm going to dab it on just at the outer V. I just want the outer and the inner corners to have a little bit more depth. And I'm going to take my JH33. So I want the brush to sit like this so that I can just blend it in a little bit. I'm going to dip the JH33 in the brown just a little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm going to use that brown to help me blend this in. I just want to build this up out here a little bit more, but I want it to be smoky still. So I'm just going to keep this out here in this outer V portion just before that little socket right here. I'm going to go into the socket a little bit, but I'm not going to go past that socket. You can use that little socket in the corner of your eye as a guide. Don't go past the socket. With the JH34, I had to make sure it was the 34, into this Georgia Peach a little bit. And I'm going to begin to blend out this harsh line with my Morphe JH40. And I'm going to use this brush to get in the corner of the black. I'm going to dip into it just a little bit. And I'm going to concentrate this, not necessarily where I would put my inner corner highlight, but a little bit further over from there. So like right at the beginning of my eye. And I'm also going to try to position my hand kind of like what I did with the brown earlier, just to make sure that it's in the inner corner. And I don't want this to go too far in. I'm going to take one of my little cotton rounds, if I can get them open, and I'm going to use this to kind of clean the brush off a little bit. I didn't put a lot of product on there, so I don't expect a lot to come off, but I'm doing that because I'm going to use the same brush to blend it so that it's not really harsh. And again, I'm not taking this all the way in. And I'm going to dab into the brown skin just a little bit, as I did on the other side, and just use that to blend it out with a light hand. And now I am going to cut for my halo. And once I have filled in what I want, I'm going to take this random brush. I don't know if you can really see like the shape of it. It's round, but then it's like thicker on the side. I really want you to be able to see the shape of this brush, because I'm going to use this brush to blend in the concealer with the outer and inner corner. I'm just going to take it and dab. I'm going to dab and wiggle a little bit. I'm going to use my flat Alamar brush to just make sure that where the concealer is a smooth surface. This I know I can't do on camera because I got to pull my eye down. I got to be looking really, really close just to make sure it's smooth. So when I put an eyeshadow on top of it, it glides on. Give me a minute. Be right back. Now I am going to use my Morphe M. Was this a 166? Yep. My Morphe M166, and I'm going to go into Naked, which is this top shade right here. And I'm going to apply that to my lid. I'm just going to pat it right on. I'm going to take my Alamar brush because the tip is a little bit flatter. And I'm going to use that just to make sure I get to the top of my cut without transferring into my crease. Now I'm going to go back in with the M507. Go back in the dark brown, and I'm just going to make sure that the inner and outer corners are blended and they transfer, and it's all nice and seamless. Now I'm going to take the M507. I'm going to dip into the brown, tap off all the excess that there is, because I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to bring this right on top of my cut just to deepen it up. I want to be very careful because I do not want this brown to transfer down onto my lid. And I am going to take the M576 and just make sure everything is blended out. Dip in the Georgia Peach a little bit. Just make sure everything is blended out. Bring it in. Just make sure everything is seamless on the outside. I'm going in with my NYX Vivid Brights, and this is in the color Vivid Fire, okay? And I'm going to use this as an eyeliner. So I'm going to finish doing the eyeliner on this eye. I'm going to finish this eye off. Yeah, and I'm going to come back with my face beat for the Gazards, okay? I am in love with this palette. I love the price point. I love how quick I got it in my hands. I love the packaging. Even though I didn't use it, I love the aesthetics of the brush. Like, I love the concept of the brush. I think that is very, very cute, very, very pretty. Probably very Keyshia. I definitely want to dip and dab into this. I may do a look for that on my Instagram, and I may play with these a little bit more. But definitely like the palette. The formula was good. It was pigmented. The colors played well together, aka they were very easy to blend. Definitely really loving this lip. This is something definitely out of my comfort zone, and I love it. Now, what's really good? I want to know what's really good with making sure that those that are falsely accused get justice, because the whole entire situation of you making a false report and accusing someone of something that they did not do, and you know they did not do this. There's no doubt in your mind that this person did not abuse you, this person did not sexually assault you. There's no doubt in your mind that the charges that you're bringing on someone are false. That person deserves justice. The person that is being falsely accused deserves justice. The person that has to go through the lies and the court fees and the lawyer fees, that person, what's really good with justice for that person? And then it's like, once, in my mind, in my opinion, once you've been accused of something and someone thinks you did it, there's no coming back from that. There are lives that have been ruined. There are families that have been ruined. So I'm wondering what's really good in making sure that the falsely accused get their justice. Definitely want to thank you all for spending your time here with me, watching me get this look, helping me dip and dab into this beautiful palette. I hope that you all appreciate this lip. I think I like it. Something that I think I could get used to. Definitely want to remind you all, everybody is not going to like you. You are not everybody's cup of tea. And so what? As long as you are in love with the person that's in that reflection in that mirror, sweetheart, that's all that matters. Love you some you. I love you some you. And until next time, beauties. Oh, wow. Hold that thought. This little brush, oh my goodness, these brushes, these little small, precise little brushes, don't know what I'd do without them. I don't know if I showed you all which one brown skin was. I don't think I did. Here's brown skin. And if I showed you, pay me no mind. You saw it already, so what's the big deal?